One of the reporters who wrote on this story is Tom Baldwin. He is the Washington bureau chief of the Times of London, and he joins us from Washington for more on what he has found. Mr. Baldwin, we don't often hear about disputes between the United States and Britain, so what's behind this one?
I think this one has been simmering for a while. When Britain first started operating in Afghanistan, we took the view that we knew best on counterinsurgency. We had experience from Northern Ireland and Malaya, and the Americans needed to learn from us in terms of community building and nation building. Our experience, particularly in Helmand Province, has not measured up to the mark, and it's now coming to some sustained criticism from the Americans.
And has there been a change in British actions now as a result of this sort of enlightenment?
The people I've spoken to say that we're beginning to learn now, that we're eating some humble pie, and we're beginning to look at the counterinsurgency manual, which David Petraeus produced, and our performance has got better. But there is a strain, and there is resentment, and there is tension.
Well, this all comes at a time, of course, when the United States is now preparing to send 20,000 additional troops to Afghanistan, while Britain has committed only another 300. Why is Britain so reluctant to commit more?
I think Gordon Brown's being asked to send another 2,000. There are questions about funding. There are questions about whether his political position can sustain another military adventure in a far-off country. I think there are also issues about exactly how the coalition will work together in Afghanistan. One British official I spoke to quoted Donald Rumsfeld, which is not a fashionable thing to do these days, when he said that the coalition needs to be defined by the mission rather than the mission defined by the coalition. At the moment, you've got Americans who think they're there to capture and kill bin Laden, Britain who thinks they're there to build a new nation, and the Germans who think they're there to change the police. This is not a functional coalition. It is dysfunctional too often.
This rift between militaries, do you think it can be mended?
Yes, I think it can. I think it requires a certain amount of humility on our part, which we are beginning to show. I think it also requires an overarching sense of what we're all doing in Afghanistan. And I know Britain is looking to Barack Obama to provide that sense of purpose.
Tom Baldwin with the Times of London. Thank you.